Alright, what is up guys? It is K-Rod here. I'm back with another good video for today. I wanted to talk about a recent boxing fight that just went down with Jack Cullen getting a unanimous decision victory over Avni Yildirim. I call him Advil Urine. For those of you that don't know, out of, Avni Yildirim, aka the former sparring partner of Mr. Canelo Alvarez, Saul Alvarez, for those of you that don't know. This fight alone just made no sense whatsoever. I didn't understand like the whole point of the fight per se, because Avni Yildirim lost to Canelo Alvarez, so it made me think that Canelo, if he beats a guy like Avni Yildirim should not be able to contend for a world title position after you've lost a world title fight per se, in which you were the quote-unquote mandatory for Canelo, aka you were not. He got selected by Canelo, for all you Canelo dumbasses or dick rider idiots. But to make this a little bit easier, Avni Yildirim should not have fought Jack Cullen. And this is what I don't like about the sport of boxing. They don't give you these explanations of why these guys are fighting these guys. They kind of just go off with it, and then they just say, okay, here we go. We just have this fighter up in line, and then boom. That's how we have the fights made for certain fights and made in certain divisions. So, Jack Cullen, he just recently beat Avni Yildirim. Decent fight for the resume, per se. At least you have a decent contender. But, to say the least, this is not really a good victory. This nigga got touched up a lot in this fight, and I didn't really see anything good out of this bout per se, because now, it just makes me think Jack, he's not this fighter that I think he's that good to be placed out to be. And I think there's so many other super middleweights out there that I think that would kill this guy. David Morrell for sure would defeat him. I would have Ali Akhmedov. He's still a dangerous ass fighter. He would definitely stop him. Lennox Clark would stop him. Ronald Ellis for sure would stop him. Christian Mbili, he's a damn good fighter. I would not sleep on that guy. I saw him fight on that Ring City card against that Mexican guy. He brutally stopped him. William Skull, very good Cuban fighter, will most definitely stop him. Anthony Durrell, let's not even go there. There's plenty of smoke at the super middleweight division. I'm actually happy that the super middleweight division is cooking right now. Shit, I actually even wouldn't mind to see Nadim fight this guy, if that's a possibility, but who knows, I like to see the best fight the best, so the reason why I be, suggesting these fights is because I want to see these guys fight each other. There should not be any reason why these guys are not fighting each other. You should fight whoever you should fight that's around your rank or that's within your rankings, and you just keep climbing, you know what I'm saying? Because eventually you're going to get that call to get the world title, and then when you're at that level, you at that level. I think Jack Cullen is not that good of a fighter. He leaves his chin wide open to get hit. He likes to fight on the inside way too much, and he's not the type of guy where he uses any of his height and reach advantages to make the fight easier for himself. And I think he uses too much unnecessary trading moments with a guy that he should not be trading punches with. Even if you looked at the John Dougherty fight, he got clipped a couple times, but he still held his own because he has that European just come forward type of style, and I just look at him as just like a brawler per se. He's really not a boxer, puncher type of fighter. I mean, the guy can knock people out. I believe he has whatchamacallit. He has what? Well, actually no. He doesn't even knock that people. Yeah, he hasn't really knocked anybody out. He's just knocked out guys with mediocre records. Yeah, losing records. That's what he's knocked out. I'm looking at his box rec right now. He's only KO'd guys with losing records. But yeah, that's pretty bad because it just shows his resume is not that good. He's got stopped twice by two white fighters, Roy Sheehan and Felix Cash. Roy Sheehan was an Irish southpaw fighter that defeated him back in 2018. He got TKO'd in 1 round out of a supposed 3-rounder. I don't understand how the hell you fight somebody for 3 fucking rounds, but that's pretty sad to say the least. But yeah, he's gotten knocked out by him. He got knocked out by Felix Cash. And yeah, that's pretty sad. Like, very sad for this guy. I don't know how you come about fighting these type of opponents, but good for you, I guess. You know, I don't really think so high of British fighters because a lot of them really duck a lot of smoke early and late into their careers. But you know, Jack Cullen, he deserves to get criticized, and I think if he's daring to be great, he should be fighting a whole bunch of these opponents that I see on the board. Shit, why not go after Zach Parker? Get his ass out the way. I know he's ranked number 15 in the IBF, and this nigga, you know, he hasn't fought since like, oh, actually, yeah, he fought back in July in 2021, but still, it's like, you know, he's not doing anything with his career. Like, he's not really doing anything spectacular, and I don't really think too highly of these type of fighters, especially from Britain, that think that they're so good, and then once they step it up, then, you know, they get their asses whooped. But yeah, if you want to start there, get his ass out the way. Don't know how he's ranked number 11 in the world when he hasn't done anything good for his career. But as far as other competition he can go for, maybe take out Lerone Richards. I wouldn't mind that. Go after Anthony Durrell if you're looking for a good fight that's gonna solidify legacy and help your rankings grow higher. Because I think what happens in boxing is that when the best don't fight the best, that's where all these fights get held off. That's what makes everything a lot harder for these fighters to be, you know, reviewed a lot better. And that's what really destroys like the whole point of watching the best fighting the best. Because if the best ain't fighting each other, then that's where people start to get frustrated with these mismatched opponents. Not to say Avni Yildirim wasn't a mismatch. He was a decent, you know, like decent little scrap for him. Not at the level as he once was. And I actually thought Avni Yildirim, he was brutally hurting this guy. But Jack Cullen, he at least used a little bit of IQ in the ring, but could have been a lot better. But yeah, if you fight a guy like Anthony Durrell or his brother Andre Durrell, who's fighting tonight at 8 o'clock, don't forget, PBC, let's go. Jonathan Rice versus Michael Coffey, main event. But that will be a good fight for him. I wouldn't mind Ronald Ellis if you want to take that risk, or William Skull, or Christian Mbili, Romir Alexis Angulo, or David Morrell if you want to try to go for that. I don't think you will. But go after Isaiah Steen. Go after Damon Nicholson. Go after maybe Caleb Truax if you're just looking to get veteran experience. But if that doesn't work out for you, go after Diego Pacheco. Go after Mr. Who else? Beck the Bully. That would be a very deadly fight, which I would heavily favor Beck beating his ass. But that would be a good fight. But if you don't want to take that fight, go after Mr. Calvin Henderson. He just lost to Isaiah Steen. I think Isaiah Steen and Calvin would beat Jack Cullen, you know, in the same night. But if that's something to be proven wrong, prove me wrong. Fight Dennis Duggan, he's available. Fight Caleb Hernandez, he's available. I don't think he's available. I think he has a fight. No, he doesn't. He's actually free right now. Or he just had a fight. But yeah, you know, there's plenty of smoke available for Jack to go after. And I find this really weird how he doesn't really have that much competition around him for him to like actually take fights that are actually worthy to be fought in the UK at least. But if you're looking to fight some real smoke, like real fighters, it's the American fighters, because that's where the that's where the better end competition is. Not saying that European fighters or other global fighters can give him a fight, but these guys aren't coming out to be active. The guys that are more active, like Kevin Newman, Gank Plana, or who else? I forgot who else is also good too. I mean, there's plenty of other good fighters out there. Ty McLeod, he's okay. Eric Moon, nah, I wouldn't even take that. But either way, they're out there. But I just wanted to kind of say I wasn't really so interested in the performance. I kind of felt like he was just, just your typical type of fighter that looked basic, looked average. He kind of looked like you would kind of tag him in a fight yourself. But when I say he's going to do good against, like, let's just say a Tyler Howard, or let's just say any other, known decent super middleweight or up-and-coming contender at the super middleweight division, I would say no, because this guy is not battle-tested enough, and I think the way he fights now, stylistically, it's just kind of like tailor-made for someone to knock him out or give him a lot of issues. So, it'll be interesting to see where things will go for, the rest of his, career. But if British fighters at that division want to be, recognized, or at least try to get some credibility at the world level, then I would definitely take your chances in the American fighters, especially the guys that are in at least at the top 50, because just because Jack is not ranked by any sanctioning body does not mean he should be avoiding any top tier competition that is on the come up as well. So I think he should take that risk, and he should go for it. But that's pretty much what I have to say about Mr. Jack Cullen. Let me know what you guys think about him. Do you think Jack is capable of becoming like a world titleist, or do you just think that he's not as good as what many people say he is, and he's just like another UK bum? But let me know what you guys think. I'll see you around, and thank you very much. Bye.